My name is Tango6 and this is NZXT Z63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, this was supposed to be a premium product, not because of the new pump that comes with new Z models, but because of that 24-bit LCD display that comes with. And the cooler is doing a great job. I mean, when I say cooler, I mean the pump, the radiator and ventilator. They're going to cool your CPU a big time. But the display is the one that is messy. The display is the one that's not working all the time. The display should be a fully customizable, and it is when it works. But when you enter NZXT CAN software, it keeps saying that device is not recognized. When it works, you can do almost anything. You can change colors of any line. You can change even the background color. And you can also make a GIF in CAN software. But as I said, it keeps saying that the device is not recognized. And there are more ugly problems with Kraken, and that is a USB sound that is randomly goes on and off all the time. Now, an example of what Kraken is capable of doing with your PC. Showtime.
Station ready to deploy. Target mark commanded. Course 132 on station, standing by. I'm taking fire.
Now story time about that USB sound. With Kraken also got a CPU and a new board, so I wanted to test live stream. You know, a real test to see what you can do in a real battle. So the stream was in 1080p with two face cams, and Call of Duty was running at my usual settings. So few of them were watching since I'm not a streamer, and one of the viewers was my friend. So he heard that USB messy sound and he starts checking his own PC, not knowing that my computer is the one making that sound. Now imagine that you're a big time streamer and 50,000 people are watching your every move, and out of nowhere Kraken starts messing with 50,000 people with that USB sound. Why would anyone point a finger at you? You're the big shot with the latest and highest components. So what NZXT has to say about this? They've come up with recommended things to do. Now these goofy fucks are recommending, first of all, to switch a USB port on your board, so it means inside your PC, and of course that is not going to work. Second, buy a new cable. One end of that cable should go inside the display and the other end should go on the external USB port, so that means one port less for your devices. But don't worry, because of course this is not going to work also. Then check this out. Try tweaking Task Manager. Turn off Aura Sync. Turn off what's this? Razer Synapse. Turn off Logitech G software. Block this app. Block that app. There's a whole list of apps that you need to turn off. About so goofy fucks logic is buy the most expensive cooler ever and then tweak this and that. And stay with me on this one. The mother of all stupidities is updating your BIOS. I have a message for you, NZXT non-formed brains. It's not common for people to even go to BIOS, not to mention updating BIOS. So ladies and gentlemen, don't listen to NZXT on this one. Do not update your BIOS if you haven't done it before. And of course, that is also not going to work anyway. Now, if you're watching big tech guys that are doing reviews on YouTube, most of them won't even mention this problem. Those that do talk about this, they just say, it can sometimes get stuck. You just have to tweak through NZXT CAN software. Not true. They are full of shit. Exactly like they are looking. Companies are sending them products to many of them for reviews, and companies are allowing them to keep the product for themselves. So that's how it works. That's a business. Those that have to pass a product to some other tech guy for a review, they usually have a day, maybe two, to test it, and that's just not enough time for any product to get a decent review. About tech support, I was writing to them and about my pain, but there was no one that could listen to me. I was in the chat queue for a few minutes. Later, they kicked me out, and they said they will send me a mail support. That mail support never came. What it came, though, a few days later was an email to rate their employee that should have been in a support chat and his ability to solve my problem. You see, the guy enjoys longboarding, so I guess he went on longboarding while I was in the chat queue. Now, what can possibly fix this? Some are claiming that NZXT is sending for free an internal USB device that is solving this. I'm talking about this plasticky component. They might send it to you or not if you're lucky enough to get a response from them. What's the conclusion? It's a trend nowadays for companies to make, not to finish their products. So NZXT just joined them. Maybe they might fix it with some update or not. We'll see. But their favorite words have become update and firmware. So 3 words that will fuck your mind in the next few years: firmware, update, and of course social distancing. Keep that in mind. And one more thing, if anyone knows how to fix this without that plasticky device, put that in the comment. Tango 6 going dark. Hoorah.